What is poppin', y'all? It is your girl Lulu the Fae coming at you again with another magical video. Y'all, I know y'all probably looking at the title of the video like, what the fuck is she talking about? Well, I'm gonna explain to y'all what I'm talking about. Just be patient. So, the title of this video is called I Love My Exes. Well, it's called that because I do love my exes.
Okay.
I do. I've made it a point to love my exes. I've made it a point to love everyone because I made it a point to love myself. And I will refuse to let anyone have any type of emotional power over me. Y'all, let me turn the music down. I kind of like that in the background. I refuse to let anyone have any emotional power over me. I have came to terms where I am a powerful being. And anyone who steps in my essence or my grace or my frequency, my energy boundaries, I call them my energy boundaries because there are certain boundaries that you have to have within yourself, especially protecting your energy. So you want to make sure that you have a line that people do not cross with you, okay? Right? And you want to make sure you stay true to that line, that you make sure people are not crossing with you. So I say I love my exes, and I love the people who have somehow, in my eyes, hurt me or hindered my growth in some way. I say no, they haven't. I change my perspective and I say, wait a minute. No, they have not hurt me, but they have helped me in healing because they have guided me to understanding. Every person that has came into my life has made some type of impact on me as a person, as me as a spiritual being. You know, they have empowered me in some way. And you want to make sure that you always are able to change your perspective, and for the people who have, that you feel like have hurt you, that you feel like have, did something deceitful to you, did something that wasn't loyal, that was against you as a person. You want to change that and say, you know what? No, I won't give you the power over me. I won't give you the power to feel like you in some way can trigger me. You in some way can still continue to hinder me if you came into my path again. You want to say, no, I've learned that lesson and I can move forward because I don't have any more. Remember in my last video, I said, I don't have any more. You learn from those obstacles. You don't have any more obstacles that are deterring you because you have learned from those things. And you can forgive those things and you can be able to still stay focused on your journey and your path. So I love all the people in my life who have helped me, even the ones who have, did something that may not be what I feel like in my best interest. I want to say I forgive you because I forgive myself. And I love myself enough to be able to release those who have somehow did something, maybe make me cry, make me angry, make me sad, make me feel away. Because when you release the anger, the sadness, the lower frequency emotions, you are able to feel uplifted. You are able to feel freedom. And you are able to easily push forward, to move forward, because that's what spirit is about. Spirit is continuously about moving forward, keeping your path clear, even for the people you may have hurt, because we all are not perfect. you know Even me, I know I've probably hurt someone, and for the people who I have hurt, I apologize. I really do sincerely apologize. And I want to continue to heal those wounds that have been deeply, deeply scarred within myself, and even more so to the wounds that I may pass on from myself, because that's essentially what happens when we get wounds. We wound others, because we don't even have an understanding of where our wounds have come from. And they have come from others who are also wounded, who also need to dig deep within those wounds and really, really dig out the infection, because they're some deep infected wounds. We walking around here like you feel me? Like we walking around here bleeding, gushing, and scarf's trying to come off. But we need to make sure that we are continuously passing on those healed wounds, those healed bandages, and helping each other bandage each other up. Not continuing to pass on wounds one to one another and scar one another in some way. Because it's easy to do that, especially when you've been hurt yourself. That's one thing about me, myself, that I have truly learned within my journey, is that I want to stay genuine to what I know for myself. So when people come into, like I said, my frequency or my energy boundaries, I want to make sure that I have my limitations on what I will and won't accept. Because if I just accept anything, then if you just accept anything from someone, that is what they're going to continuously give you. People will test your boundaries. People will test you as a being. They will see how far, what your limitations are, what you will accept, and what you will let them do and what you won't let them do. Okay, and if you don't let them do enough of what they want to do, they just gonna automatically push themselves out your life. Okay, they're gonna say, oh, can't do what I want here. Let me find somebody else. So you really have to set those energy boundaries, because we all have a space that we need to protect, that needs some type of protection. Okay? And that's another way of being able to let go and to release, is not being, I learned that being a people pleaser, it is so easy to be a people pleaser. It is so easy to say yes to people versus saying no to them. It can be hard saying no sometimes. I know, I be there. But you have to know when to say no.
No.
It's about the knowing. Ain't that funny? Funny enough, ironic. It's literally about the knowing. The knowing, saying hell no to certain things, because you really can't allow everything and anything to just penetrate your mind and your mentality. You have to learn when to put up them reflectors and say, oh, wait, bitch. Wait a second, hold on. Wait a minute now. And sometimes you block those things off. I've learned to put up this, what I realized, for me, I thought was a weakness, but it's actually a strength within myself. And that's another thing you have to learn how to do, is turn your weaknesses into strengths. Seriously, literally. So I thought it was a weakness that I would kind of shut down when certain people would come to me with an attitude or this certain aggressiveness. I would not necessarily shut down, but I just don't respond. And everything doesn't need a response to it. You come at me in a certain way, I put up a shield, okay? That is my spirit protecting me, saying you don't have to respond to this, you don't have to engage, and you damn sure don't have to give them the energy that they're giving you. Okay, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you onto their frequency. They're trying to get you to feel how they feeling, because they feel like shit, and they misery loves company. It does. It really does. It loves it. It eats it up every time. So just understanding how to set those boundaries, how to know the difference between your energy and somebody else's energy, and being able to differentiate between the two. You know, especially if you're a very empathic being. I feel like I said that in another video, but especially if you're an empathic being. If you're very empathic and it's easily for you to feel people's emotions when you're around them, definitely protect your energy. Protect, because people will see that, especially if you sympathize with people as well. People will see that, and you know, certain people will take advantage of it. Not everybody, you know, it's a lot of good love and genuine people out in the world, and you have to be open and willing to accept that. But knowing how to be more in tune with your energy and setting those limitations for yourself on what you will not accept, okay? Especially my guys and my goddesses out here, y'all. Just be aware, because there are energy vampires out here. You know, in my last video I said people will see your light and they will attract to your light like moths. They will. That you're literally like that light bulb that be outside, and the moths be like they see that and they're like, oh, I see a star. Y'all ever seen Princess and the Frog? Remember the fly that was obsessed with the fire? Fucking Rogers. Yeah, I know my words. The firefly. Yes. Yeah, but he was in love with the stars, so it's just being attracted to that light, and he knew it was something bigger out there. He knew that there was the brightest star. He loved that star. He loved that light, and people will love your light. They will be obsessed with it. Okay, they will see it and want to magnetize towards you and see what you got going on. But setting those boundaries are important. Knowing to accept people who are giving you that same energy, that you are able to provide back. If you're accepting somebody who's lagging the energy that you could provide to yourself, you need to take a step back and truly try to have an understanding as to what you are missing, or what's missing for you, and why you are sympathizing with, you know, or even letting somebody share that same energy space with you, especially if you are heavily pouring into them and they're not able to pour that same energy back into you. If they're not able to pour that same energy back into you, and you feel this deep emptiness, and you're wondering like, why do I feel so empty? You know, I'm giving all this energy, but I'm not being fed back. It's because you have that energy within yourself, but you're giving so much of it to someone else, and they're just eating it up, and they're not sharing it back. Now you're being drained, okay, from somebody who is just taking. We are energetic beings. Everything we do is energy. Everything we do is a transfer of energy. So if you're sharing that transfer of energy with someone who is just taking it from you, using you as a battery, because that's what it is. They already don't have the energy within themselves, and they literally, I don't know if y'all seen True Blood, but it's literally like the vampire when he eats the fairy, drinks the fairy blood. They like on some shit. You know, it's because they have an understanding that this is pure light, you know, and they have death. And they have death within them. So I'm sorry, my phone said something. I was like, wait, what? But y'all, just remember to protect your energy. Also, y'all, haha. So y'all, yeah, y'all. Sorry, I had to get my camera together, but yeah, so I wanted to show y'all these spores. They came in the mail. I'm excited about them.
Today. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
This is, so if you don't know what spores are, so basically, I know a lot of people, when it comes to talking about mushrooms, or just me trying to explain how I grow mushrooms to people for research purposes only, I try to explain it in a way to where it's simple, but it's a little hard sometimes for me to just explain, it. But so spores are basically, I like to call it the sperm of mushrooms. So a mushroom, usually when it comes to its end stage or cycle of life, it pushes out spores in some way. And these spores, they come together. When two spores come together, they basically are able to create mycelium. And mycelium is basically this network of fungi, or the root of fungi, and that is what creates the mushroom. The mushrooms are the fruit bodies of fungi, and we just know fungi, or we just know mushrooms just as mushrooms. We don't really understand that it's a whole network of them. We breathe in spores. Spores are all around us. Fungi is all around us. It literally has a symbiotic relationship with trees. The trees help us grow. Y'all, we have a connection with everything here on this planet. And if we deeply understand that connection, it will help us grow. It will help us continue to deeply understand ourselves and what our purpose as human beings are on this planet. A deeper understanding, because we know most we know that most of our journey is towards reaching a higher purpose, a higher understanding than just understanding the earth. Like, we are the earth. The deeper we understand the earth, the deeper we are able to understand ourselves. So we have a connection. We are connected to each other. So thank y'all so much for watching my video. I definitely want to shout out to all the people who support me daily, who are helping me on my journey daily, guiding me, helping me just understand myself by being a reflection of who I am, whether good or bad, whether we have our agreements, whether we have disagreements, whatever the case may be, we all still connected, and I still love all y'all, no matter who you are, no matter what you got going on, no matter what you do, what you do every day, what you do in the dark, but bring that shit to the light. Don't hide anything. Don't hide what you really want to do, what you really want for yourself. Don't hide that from the world. Embrace it. Especially if it's something that is going to help you heal through this realm. Especially if it's going to be something that's going to help others heal through this realm and get through this cycle, that we all are in, we all are sharing. So protect yourself, love yourself, and keep growing. I love y'all. Peace.